Okay, in this video we examine the concept of proportionality and we see how it relates to linear functions. If you remember, this chapter is called Relier proportionnalité et fonction linéaire. We are trying to link these two. So let's see. First we'll start by seeing what is proportionality, and then we will see how these concepts are linked. So what is proportionality? Proportionality is two quantities are proportional if they always maintain the same ratio between them. That should be two quantities are said to be proportional. So if there are two quantities, we call them proportional if the ratio between them always remains the same. What does it actually mean? What do I mean by quantities? So let's take an example. So what I mean is, if one doubles, one quantity doubles, the other quantity will also double. If one becomes half, the other will also become half. So let's take a very simple example, and of course so on. If one becomes triple, the other will become triple. If one becomes 1/4, the other will become 1/4, and so on. So let's take a example. The perimeter of a square and the length of its side are proportional. How do we know that? See, if we have a square and of side k, so length of the side is k, perimeter is equal to 4 times k, correct? So if k is 1 centimeter, perimeter will be 4 centimeters. If k is 5 centimeters, perimeter will be 4 into 5, 20 centimeters. So that's what I say. The perimeter is always 4 times the length of the side in a square. So that is why you can say the length of the side and the perimeter are proportional. If one becomes half, the other will become half. If one becomes double, the other will become double. It doesn't have to be that k will become double, so perimeter will become double. It can also be that if perimeter becomes double, then the k will also become double. It can go in the opposite direction also, but the proportionality is always maintained. So here I give some examples. If k is equal to 3, perimeter is 4 into k, 4 into 3, that is 12 centimeters. If k is 6 centimeters, we have doubled this here, perimeter is 4 into k, 4 into 6 is equal to 24. You see, that is 24 is double of 12. If I take k is equal to 48 centimeters, this is 8 times from here to here. Perimeter is 4 into k, 4 into 48 is equal to 192 centimeters. If you take 24 into 8, you will get 192. So the ratio is maintained. This is 1 is to 4. And if we go a smaller size, if k is 1 centimeter, this is 1/3 of this one. Perimeter is 4 into k is equal to 4 into 1 is equal to 4 centimeters. That is 1/3 of 12 centimeters. Or if you took this one, 48 to 1 centimeter, this is 1/48, 1 over 48. Here also 4, 192 will become 4. So you will see 1 over 48 is equal to 4 over 192. This is the basic concept of proportionality. Can we say the same thing about the area of a square? No. The area of the square is not proportional to its side. I have not written that, but if you see that the area is equal to, well, I can write it out immediately. If I draw a square, this is k, so side is k and area is, what is the area of a square? K square. So if k is 1, area is 1 into 1 is equal to 1 centimeter square. If k is 2, area is, you would expect if these two values, if these two quantities, the length of the side and the area of the square were proportional, you would expect that this will become 2 centimeter square, because 1 will become to 2, this will double, so this is also double. But that, you know, is not the case. This is 2 into 2 is equal to 4. So these two quantities, side of a square and area of a square, are not proportional. Whereas, as we saw here, the perimeter of the square and its side, the length of the side, length of the side and perimeter are indeed proportional, because when one doubles, the other will double. Not in the case of the square. Right. So we'll take some more examples of proportional quantities. Let's take this one. You go and buy some grapes, and if 1 kg, not grapes, raisins. If 1 kg of raisins costs rupees 500, then 2 kgs will cost how much? 1000. 0.5 kgs will cost how much? Rupees 250. That's correct. 0.5 kgs is half of 1 kg, so you will pay half of 500 rupees, which is 250 rupees. Similarly, if you buy a huge quantity, 5000 kgs, it will cost you 2.5 million rupees. Why? Because if you take, this is increased by 5000 times, if you increase that by 5000 times, 5000 into 500 will give you 2.5 million. Okay, let's take yet another example. 1 metro ticket costs rupees 30. 16 metro tickets will cost how much? There will be 16 into 30, rupees 480. So again, these two quantities are proportional. What two quantities? The total amount paid for tickets is proportional to the number of tickets. I write it here. In the above examples, total cost of raisins and weight of raisins are proportional, and total cost of metro tickets and number of tickets are also proportional. This quantity and this quantity are proportional. This quantity and this quantity are proportional. Okay. So I give you a small problem again, just to ensure that you are watching and understanding. 1 kg of dried figs cost rupees 1200. How much does 150 grams of figs cost? Just type it and send it to me. I just want to make sure that you are understanding what we are doing here. These values are proportional. This is a very elementary thing. We are only using a term like proportionality and all. So now we come to this chapter's basic subject, which is what is the link between proportionality and linear functions. So the answer I've written here: the relationship between any two proportional quantities can be expressed as a linear function. So if two quantities are proportional, you can write the relationship between them as a linear function. Shall we try some? Okay, we'll take the simple example of the square and its perimeter. So the side of a square and its perimeter are proportional. How can we write this as a linear function? So let's define it. We can do this, right? So perimeter is equal to a function of k, where k is the length of the side of the square, and so you'll get perimeter is equal to 4k. Perimeter is a function of k, is a linear function of k, so it's written as 4k. Here this 4 is our a. Okay, so if you write this, perimeter is equal to 4k, whatever value of k you put in, you will get the perimeter just by multiplying by a, which is 4 in this case. in this example. You can also write it as a reverse equation. We can put k here and you can make it a function of the perimeter. If you know the perimeter, you can calculate the side also. So you can write it as another linear function. You can write k is a function of the perimeter is equal to perimeter over 4, or to write it more clearly so that it's understandable, you can write k is equal to 1/4 of the perimeter, 1/4 into the perimeter, and in this case this is our A. Okay, so now I will give you again a problem. Again you have to do this. This is, if 8 metro tickets cost rupees 280, how much do 5 tickets cost? We assume that total ticket cost and number of tickets are proportional. So if the total cost of tickets and the number of tickets are proportional, and 8 metro tickets cost rupees 280, how much do 5 tickets cost? This is a very simple problem. This is what would be called a Ragel the Through problem. You first find out how much one ticket costs, and then you multiply it by 5 to find out how many 5 tickets cost. Okay, so I'm going to ask you again, this is problem B. You have to write this as a linear function. Use these values, use these variables, TC for total cost, NT for number of tickets. So otherwise you will have to rewrite these words many times. And so you write this as a linear function, and then write it as another linear function. So how can you have two linear functions? It's in the same way as here when we did the square, the perimeter of the square. So you put perimeter on the left, you put the length of the side on the right. Here we put the length of the side on the left, and we put the perimeter on the right. So similarly, in one case you put TC is equal to something, and the other case you can write NT is equal to something. Okay, so this is question B. Okay, one very important aspect is in a proportional relationship, if one quantity is 0, the other quantity is 0 also. Now why is this? Because if it's a proportional relationship, that means we can write it as a linear function, and in a linear function, if one quantity, that is the quantity on the right, is 0, then the quantity on the left is also 0. So if we go back and have a look at our examples here, if this is 0, if the side of a square is 0, then the perimeter is 0, correct? If here also, if I said 0, if each ticket costs 0, then not this example. Yeah, we can take this example. If 1 kg of raisins costs 500 rupees, then how much will 0 kgs cost? 0 kgs will cost 0. If 1 metro ticket costs rupees 30, how much will 0 metro tickets cost? They will cost, of course they will cost rupees 0. If you're not buying a metro ticket, then the amount you're spending on metro tickets is 0. So this is why we have this, that in a proportional relationship, if one quantity is 0, the other quantity is 0 also. This is always true. So now the third problem that you have to submit to me, if T and S, we are taking two quantities, if T and S are proportional, fill in this table. T, when T is 5, S is 8. So when T is 6, what is S? When S is 10, what is T? When T is 9, what is S? When S is 9, what is T? And I'll add 2 more here. When this is 0, what is this? And when this is 0, what is this? And also write this as two linear functions, which means you have to write it as T as a function of S, and then you can also write it at S as a function of T. I just use different letters so that it becomes a little simpler. Okay, so now this is where we are going to stop this video, and I expect you to, this is very simple, you know, it's very instinctive also, that if one thing costs 100 rupees, two things will cost 200 rupees. So now that we have understood this, you can go to the book. Where is the book? Let me get the book. And you know, this is for you to do on your own, so please don't skip it, because it's meant for your understanding. It'll make it easy for you to do the rest of the chapter. So this is the name of the chapter, Relier proportionnalité et fonction linéaire, and this is page number 98. So you can do these problems here all verbally, and you can check the answers on page 259. You do not have to submit this to me, you have to do it only for yourself, and I trust you will do it. Don't skip it, because these are very, very simple problems, but they are very, you know, they will take you maybe 2-3 minutes each, but it'll help in your comprehension. Okay, then you have problems here. This is on page 99. Découvrir les fonctions linéaires. Read this and see whether you understand it. Again, these are solved at the back, I think. Yes, because they're colored in red. And then représenter une fonction linéaire. Again, these are the sort of things I've already given you. You can do this. And of course, they are drawing graphs here for the fonction linéaire. I didn't do that in my examples, because that was fairly simple to do. Okay. So, okay, I'll give you one more example here, one more problem here. Here, also draw a graph where you put T here and S there. Okay, right. So, this is the work for today, and and once we finish this work, we will start immediately on the problems, because you know, it's so simple. I mean, if you have understood what a linear function is and what proportionality is, it will be so simple. I will ask you to, I mean, for example, on this page, which is page 102, we have à l'oral. These are so simple, it takes about 10 seconds to do these problems each. So, and after that we will do the problems for the proper, for which you will have to submit to me, and for which I will grade your assignments. So, please do all the 3 problems I've asked, A, B, C. This one is a little long. Then you have this with the metro tickets. Here, this is just a règle de trois. And then you have, this is also simply règle de trois. Okay, so I stop here, and I will let you know when I expect these answers, and after that we will do the rest of the chapter.